Charlotte Knights podcast, everyone. This is episode 3, and today we are joined by Hagen Smith, the Chicago White Sox number 4 prospect. And Hagen, thank you so much for being here with us today. We're excited to have you. How you doing?
Doing great. How about you?
I am great. You're coming off of a solid start. Yesterday it was beautiful weather. Yesterday, great weather. Here today, I mean, it literally doesn't get any better than this here in Charlotte. How have you enjoyed your time in the Queen City so far?
Yeah, it's been great. Got to walk around a little bit. My fiance was here this past week, so got to walk around the city a little bit, just kind of see what's around. It's been good.
Where did you get to go? Any spots that stood out to you?
No, not really. We walked around downtown, and I think we ate at Capitol Grill.
Yeah.
Really nice, so that was good.
Yeah, it's a good spot for sure. So if you go to Capitol Grill, are you getting a steak?
Yeah, 100%.
How do you get it done?
We got New York strip.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I like my steak medium, but I'm starting to go a little bit more towards medium rare.
Yeah.
So kind of going in that direction, but Capitol Grill is one of the best spots to get a steak here. We have several other places, though. I always tell players, Charlotte is sneaky good on the restaurant scene. So I'm curious, when you finish a start, especially one that you had yesterday, what is the best post-game meal for you?
I'm not too picky after the game. I just kind of eat whatever we have, and if not, then I don't know, something on DoorDash, I guess. After the game, it's late, so I usually just eat what's in there.
We mentioned the solid start for you yesterday, and you've stacked up several of those so far this season. Just from your perspective, how would you assess the way that your season has gone here in Charlotte?
Yeah, it's been good so far. Yesterday wasn't awesome, during the game, but watching video again, there's some good takeaways from it. But yeah, it's been great so far to be here and enjoying my time. And
you have Scott Aldred, who is helping you out here. Just what's it been like working with him, and what's the best piece of advice that he's given you so far?
It's been great. He played in the big leagues for a while, so just having that's pretty cool. Bounce ideas off of him, and honestly, just having other guys around to talk with. Having some guys that have some time in the show and being able to talk to them how they go about their business has been really cool.
Yeah, a lot of the guys that we've spoken to, especially the pitchers, talk about the dynamic between the older guys that have spent time at the major league level and just the advice that they give you, the way that they're able to mentor you. In terms of guys that are on the White Sox right now, who are some names that come to mind that have really helped to kind of guide you in this journey?
A little bit of everybody, honestly. Spring training, I kind of talked to Davis Martin a lot. He's from Texas, so easy to talk to him, and he's very talkative, so it's been nice to get to know him, and honestly, everybody's been great, though.
Yeah, Davis is awesome. He's one of our all-time favorite Charlotte Knights. He would never say no to an interview. He's the best, and we had the chance to catch up with him at spring training, so he's great. But you were just talking about being from Texas. When you were young, first getting into baseball, when did you realize, okay, this is my dream, this is what I want to do after, I graduate high school?
Yeah, not until my freshman or sophomore year of high school. I didn't really, just kind of played baseball just because it was fun and played with my buddies, and then I started getting pretty good. And I was like, okay, maybe this is something I can do after high school, and then kind of went on from there.
Who was the first person that told you, okay, you can be really good at this, you can play at the college level? Do you remember, or the first school that really gave you interest?
No, I can't remember who told me anything specific. Me and my buddies, I had a good group of friends in high school, and we all went and played college baseball for the majority of us, so I guess it was kind of cool. We always just kind of played together, so we're all pretty good, so I guess we really didn't think anything of it until, I guess colleges started offering and whatnot.
Yeah, you went to Arkansas. So what went into the decision to become a Razorback, which, by the way, shout out the SEC, it just means more. I went to South Carolina, but major respect for Arkansas.
Yeah, it was great. Went and visited some colleges, and that was my favorite one by far, coaching staff and everything. So long ago, but they're building the facility in right field, and when I got there my freshman year, it was brand new, so it was really cool to be the first ones in there.
In what ways, and I'm sure there are a lot, have you changed since the pitcher that you were in college to the pitcher that you are today?
I wouldn't say a whole lot, honestly. Just being more mature and throwing my changeup here that we talked about before. But, just kind of hammering that, trying to develop that in game, because in college, I threw it every now and then, but it wasn't my main priority I wanted to work on. And now coming here, pro ball, just really trying to work on that, and then added a cutter this year. So really just trying to become a complete pitcher, and it's been good.
Yeah, let's talk about the changeup, because that's something you and I talked about at spring training. You were talking about the lower body mechanics with it, correct? Yeah. So this year, how would you assess the changeup so far?
It's been good. Just trying to get more in game. in game situations, but I feel really good with it right now. I feel comfortable, so no complaints about it.
When you're learning a new pitch, like a cutter, what goes into that in the off season to make sure it's developed fully by the time the season comes around?
Yeah, the cutter is kind of a spring training thing. Is the last week of spring training. I always joke around with our pitching coordinator and that I want a cutter, and he was just like, no, you don't need it. And then we eventually was like, oh, let's try it, and then threw a bullpen with it in spring training, and it was really good. So it just kind of went on from there.
Casual, right? It's like last week of spring training, we'll just throw it in there, see how it goes. It goes great, and not surprising from a guy like you. You're so talented, so much fun to watch, and a lot of the White Sox fans just are itching to see you in Chicago. I'm curious how you balance staying present right here in this moment at the AAA level with also thinking about the future and potentially being a part of the White Sox roster.
Yeah, I mean, that's your goal. You want to get to the big leagues, but you just got to be here where you are right now and develop where I'm at. And it's been great having the guys in the dugout, just kind of being friends with everybody, and it's been making it really easy to just kind of focus where I'm at right now.
Who on the team did you not know before the season started that you feel like you've gotten along with really well to start off the year?
I don't know. I can't really put one person. I think everybody's been awesome. Getting to know everybody, it's been really cool.
And you have a couple guys that you've known for several years now. I feel like you wouldn't do an interview without talking about Noah, and Noah probably wouldn't do one without talking about you. Everyone loves to talk about Hagen Smith, Noah Schultz, and you've mentioned just how much he's helped you. He's obviously said the same for you. But I'm curious, off of the field, what is your relationship like with him?
It's been good. We're actually roommates, me, him, and Michael Turner this year, so it's been good to spend more time with him off the field. And spring training, kind of see him every now and then off the field, but it's been good to get to know him off the field a lot more this year.
What's the vibe when you get home? Is everyone like going to sleep? Are you playing video games, watching movies?
Lately it's been video games. I think
Okay.
most guys play video games after, but I've been going to sleep. I've been tired after the game.
What is the video game, like the go-to? I know nothing about video. I know the Wii. That's what I used to do when I was younger.
Right now, I think people are playing MLB The Show right now.
Okay.
I don't really know. I don't play a whole lot, so I don't know.
All right, so if you do have a day off, which you don't get too often here at the AAA level, just Mondays, what does that typically look like for you? Let's say no travel, because a lot of the times y'all are traveling on the off day.
Yeah, probably nothing, honestly. Sit lay around and watch TV, maybe go out to eat that night, but really try to chill.
In the places that you've been so far, I want to start with college and then we'll go to the pro level. What was your favorite place that you played in college? Or you can give a few.
I'll do not home. Obviously Fayetteville is awesome, but I really enjoyed going to College Station. I think it was really cool. They had a really good environment for away teams, very hostile. It was fun just to go out there and be the bad guy.
Yeah, for sure. And then what about at the professional level?
My favorite trip, probably last year, Pensacola. It was really cool. I had some family come down and just kind of go to the city and stay with them there, and it was really fun.
Are you a beach person?
Yeah.
Do you prefer the beach over the mountains?
Yeah,
What is the best beach that you've been to?
My fiance, her family, and I usually go to Seaside every year. So we usually go there and spend the time there. I haven't been in a while since we've been playing pro ball, but it's been good. I love
So if you could play another sport, would it be like swimming? Like, would you prefer something like water, or what would it be?
If I could pick to be good, I'd probably pick to be good at golf.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right now the Masters is happening. So we asked some of the guys this. If you won the Masters, what would your champion's dinner be? Let's go starter, entree, sides, dessert. I'm putting him on the spot.
I couldn't even tell you what they do. Honestly, I didn't even know that was a thing.
That's a thing.
Yeah,
Yep.
I had no
Everyone
idea.
goes every year that's been a champion of the Masters, and the person who won the previous year gets to pick the menu.
Oh, wow.
So we had some of the guys pick it here. A lot of our guys picked steak, obviously, for the entree. Maybe let's just go like a dessert. What would your dessert be?
Either like a cheesecake or just a regular, some chocolate chip cookies.
Okay, something basic. I feel like Scotty Scheffler did like a cookie skillet, like the Chili's
Yeah.
cookie skillet or something. I don't know, it sounds fire. But who is your favorite golfer?
We'll go with John Daly Jr. We met him in college and kind of we're friends with him a little bit, so it's been fun to meet him. Obviously, his dad's really good, so he's really good too. He's trying to make his way as well.
As we talk about the guys that are a part of this team, we've talked about Noah. You obviously have Tanner McDougal, who's the number 6 prospect in this White Sox organization. With him, along with Noah, just having that group all together, what are the biggest things you've learned from those two?
Just the way they go about the business. It's cool to watch them on a day-to-day basis, what they do. They do it so well. Just attack their process, I guess. and watch him go out there and compete is the most fun part to watch. Noah obviously has been throwing really well, and Tanner has too, and we watched Tanner tonight, so it's been really fun.
Yeah, you have such a competitive spirit, and that's something we were talking about on the broadcast last night. How different would you say you are on the bump versus off of the bump?
A lot different. I'm just kind of a mellow guy. Like the days I don't pitch, like 2 hours before the game, I just kind of go sit by myself and listen to music and whatnot, get ready for the game.
What kind of music are you listening to?
Usually just rock on game days.
Okay.
Oh, and not game day, just country.
What is the go-to rock band for you? Do you have a favorite?
I don't have a go-to, no.
Just anything that comes up. You just gotta hype yourself up.
Playlist.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about country? You have a favorite country singer?
I like Coe Wetzel, Zach Bryan's good, all those guys, Zach Top.
You all were just in Nashville, so I'm sure lots of country music was played out at the ballpark there. You said Pensacola, but so far, as you look ahead on the schedule here at AAA, what city intrigues you the most to visit potentially?
I think Nashville. I think that would be the coolest place. I've been there before in college playing Vanderbilt, but Nashville is just a good city to go to.
Yeah, for sure. So knowing what you know now, what would you tell your younger self, who is striving to be a professional athlete, make it to the highest level possible? What would you tell yourself advice-wise back then?
Just keep working. It's baseball's a long season. Every day, keep getting after it and trust the process.
Yeah, it is a long season, and we're at the beginning right now, so I feel like the excitement is there, but sometimes once you get to July, August, it's a little bit harder.
Yeah.
How do you handle that, trying to keep the excitement day in, day out through such a long season?
I think just teammates. I think that they make it easier. Have a good group of guys in the clubhouse and being around the dugout, just being around them every day. So it's good to build a relationship with them, and it makes the season go by quicker. For Chad Pinder in his first year as the Charlotte Knights manager, how has he been? So many guys are talking him up so much, saying he's been great. How have you enjoyed working with him? Yeah, he's been awesome. I didn't really get to talk to him much last year, but talking to him now, being the manager here, he's been awesome. I have no complaints at all.
Being at the AAA level, what have you noticed that is different from a hitter's perspective as a pitcher throwing to these guys that are here at AAA?
Yeah, the hitters are great. I mean, every lineup you face is really good. You have guys that played in the league, and that's what you want to face, the good competition. You challenge yourself, and I think it's good. So you have to throw all your pitches, like I said, and kind of work on those, and really just working on attacking hitters and try to get their weaknesses.
Yeah, this is a hitter-friendly ballpark, so for pitchers pitching here at Truist Field, does anything about the mentality switch up, knowing the way that this ballpark is made and kind of how it is more hitter-friendly?
No, I mean, last year in Birmingham, they'd always say it's AAA is a very hitter-friendly park, and you didn't really think anything of it until you got here and you got to see it. But I think you just got to put that in your brain to know and just do the same thing you always do. And if it happens to go over, it goes over. But I think you just got to attack hitters the same way.
Yeah. You're coming into this season or going through this season now after last year you dealt with, injury. Seems like you're feeling great. Where would you describe how things are right now for you from that standpoint?
I feel really good. Last year kind of dealt with the little forearm strain, but yeah, this year I feel really good and keep getting healthy.
When you start and then you come in the next day, which is today because you started yesterday, what does this day look like for you from a recovery standpoint?
Yeah, threw a little bit today, did some conditioning, I did a bunch of mobility, kind of regen stuff in the weight room, and then now just kind of chill and wait till tomorrow. Come
out, watch the game, get to watch your teammates do it, which I'm sure is a lot of fun. Let's do some rapid fire so the fans can get to know you a little bit better. We've already talked about food, music. If you could go anywhere in the off season that you haven't been, where would you go?
I want to go to Jackson Hole, Wyoming. I thought about going this past off season, but we didn't go, but I want to go there.
I've heard it's unreal, the horseback riding, the town is really awesome, so that's definitely a good spot. If you could have any person throw a first pitch to you, any celebrity, who would it be?
Probably Matthew McConaughey, for sure.
Yeah? Yep. And then that brings me to movies. Do you have a favorite movie?
Interstellar.
Nice. All right. What is the craziest promotion you've ever seen at a minor league game? Can you think of one? I'm putting you on the spot hard. You've been to a lot of games. Maybe you guys aren't even like paying you're just locked in, so you don't have to pay all the attention to that. But I feel like, here there's always something going on, or elsewhere that's kind of the thing. Minor league baseball, always something crazy, or different uniforms that you guys could be wearing. So yeah, we'll see. This year we'll have a lot here at the Charlotte Knights, which is going to be exciting. Hagen, this has been so much fun. We really appreciate you joining us here on the show, and just have loved having you so far this season. It's been a pleasure to watch you, and just excited to see you continue to do your thing, continue to grow, and again, we appreciate the time.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, Hagen Smith joining us here on our Charlotte Knights podcast. We'll see you guys for our next episode coming up soon.